morning. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Chris, turn up your headphones. Good morning, y'all. Chris, Melvin, John, Will, Shadow, Enrico. Good morning, good morning. Yep, CPI actually came out today. Yeah, we do have 9:45 a.m. news. We also have 10 a.m. news. So let's see what we have in store. I'm actually, I'll go into this in a second, but I want to see what happens right here. We may actually just run the sell side liquidity here really quick. I want to see what happens right in this area. There wasn't much obvious areas for me today. Obviously, we ran this, ran all the way up here. This might, maybe, I know this is all-time highs, and a lot of times all-time high just keeps creeping up. But today's Friday. This might be our high of the week. Maybe. So I'm watching that. And if so, we had a little bit of buy-side liquidity right here. We just did another run into buy-side liquidity. So with this move down, after we hit maybe this midpoint, I'd be watching right in this area to see if that holds. If we pull up to here and continue down. So I'm going to be watching that. I won't be too antsy to jump into it, though. But I'm going to be watching that. So now we're pulling up into this fair value gap right here. And we'll see if this, what price does here. It may just keep going down from there. Let's see if we have an opening range gap here. We got a big old opening range gap. We opened up here. Closed down there. Mark that out. And I don't want to get too eager to short either because, like I said, all-time highs, we could be making higher highs and go up. And we also could have another stop run in here before a potential drop if we drop. And like I said, I want to see this area right here, the price reaction here. Because we very well could just keep going up, right? It's all-time high. Morning, Benton. So on the daily chart, or let's go to the weekly first. The weekly chart, because it's Friday, you know, we have a power of 3, of course. Weekly profile. We have our open down here, made our low. We ran up. We got to make a high, and then we'll make a close, right? We'll have a close. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we could be forming our high here. We could push higher and then come down the afternoon, but, you know, we'll see. Eventually, because it is Friday, we have to go up and make a high somewhere and then come down and close. It's just how the candles work, right? So, let's go to the daily. We have that volume imbalance here. We have that daily fair value gap, right, with that volume imbalance. So if you include the volume imbalance, let me get rid of some of this here so we can see a little bit. So if we include this volume imbalance right here with this fair value gap, we did not invert it, but we traded through it, came up, took the highs to the left, of course. If we do close up, we're going to have another little volume imbalance right there. So basically at this point, like I said, we could we could just keep pushing up because it's all-time highs, or we could see a little pullback in here. Here's yesterday's high. Maybe pull back in here somewhere. Maybe even back to that fair value gap. Potentially, but doesn't have to happen. So I'm relying a lot more on my 15-minute time frame today. I mean, I typically do anyways. The 4-hour, we had this big inversion, just pushed up through everything. So on days like this, I mean, you really can't get overly eager to take a trade. Because even if there's a lot of areas and reasons why to go down, as y'all know, all-time high, we could just keep pushing up, 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 up. until, you know, later in the day or whatever. Here, let's turn these back on. So there was nothing very obvious to me here on the 15-minute chart. We have this swing low, or this low down here, which is yesterday's low. Then, of course, we've made this high. So basically what I'm looking at is that dealing range. And if I take that dealing range, we have equilibrium right here. This blue line is equilibrium. It's a little, I guess, a lot going on because a lot of these lines are my daily fair value gap, and then I have some new week opening gaps, some new day opening gaps down here. So it's a little full, but here's the equilibrium of this dealing range, the midpoint, which that's why I have this fair value gap marked in case if we do decide to come down. But like I said, I'm not banking on it. Not banking on it. And there's nothing obvious to me that we need to come down and get, like, for sell side liquidity. So that's also a reason why I'm not banking on it coming down, because there's nothing screaming at me that we need to go down and get. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So then I'm going to go ahead and let's see what happens after 7 a.m. today. After 7 a.m., you can see I have my London range. That's what these are right here. London high, London low, mid. 8:30 open, midnight open. We had a little bit of smoothness right here. Cleared that out, ran up, made that high. And then now, as you can see, we're just pushing higher. So just got to be really patient today. It's Friday. And see what happens. Here we go, the 5-minute. Same thing. We kind of had this marked at the time. Little relative equal highs there. I knew they would show up on the 1-minute chart, so I wanted to see what that looked like. Drop down to that 1 minute. And you can see. Run through sell side. So that's why I have that marked there. And then digging down right here, probably about the midpoint of this big fair value gap right here. Yep, right at the midpoint, pushing up. So ran these highs, like I said, dropped, pushing up higher. Just gotta wait. Just let the market. I have no targets higher, so I could draw deviations later if this keeps pushing up. But after I get my opening range between 9:30 and 10 a.m., I can mark out some deviations. I personally don't like trading deviations into all-time high. I just don't. I'd rather wait. So it's kind of where I'm at this morning with my framework and analysis, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But what's important is Apex is having the sell for $85 lifetime PAs again and 80% off. So that's why I went ahead and pushed my giveaway for 5 evals to today. I was going to do it Monday. Figured do it today, give everybody a little better of a chance to whoever wins those. One winner per person. So 5 different winners. Whoever wins to get that thing funded. So let's see what the market has in store for us today. Hope everybody had a good week. I know I didn't trade yesterday. The other 2 days were losing days. So I don't know about y'all. I'm ready for this government shutdown to end. I know I've been saying that, but can't say it enough. Are you? Are you playing the quiet game? No, I have a lot of screens going on here. So I'm trying to get this this bot. So I'm gonna run the giveaway on this bot that I'm doing, that I'm using for the chat. So I hope it goes good. If not, then we'll figure it out. But we're gonna do it later. Obviously, I want to focus on trading. But it's one of those things where you're just gonna you get your entry by typing in a command, and I'll let y'all know what that is later. You'll get an entry, and then the bot's gonna select the winners for us. So we'll see how that goes. I've never ran it that way. Y'all know I usually, if I do any kind of giveaway or anything, I'll have a link, and you just go put it in the put your info in the link, and then I do a drawing. To me, it's fine, but it's a little bit of a hassle. I want to keep everybody here on YouTube on the channel. That way it's not like, oh, you got to go click off and find this website, and oh, the form didn't submit, and blah, 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 blah. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. All right, so here's another run up. I'm more than likely, if I take any trade today, more than likely it'll be a short. And I say that, and I know what some people are probably going to think, shorting all-time highs. I only am going to take it if it's very obvious. It has to be obvious. Because it's Friday, and it is possible we just run up all day, and at the end of the day, make our close. That is definitely possible. But because it is Friday, we should... I'm looking for us to make, I don't want to call the top, but we should make a high of the day at some point. So if I feel like that is happening during my session here, then I have to have obvious displacement down. Like, it's got to be, and I'm going to be patient. So the trade, like, I might even catch, I won't catch the beginning of the trade most likely. I'll catch more like probably the mid part of it, because I need to see the structure form out up top, like I mentioned the other day on stream, with a long-term high, intermediate-term high, and a short-term high. Like, I need that structure to form up top, and then I need displacement. So it's really got to prove it to me. And the reason why I say that I'm looking probably more so for a short is because I don't go long. I don't go into all time. I don't like going into all-time highs because I don't have targets. I gotta have targets when I trade. I can't just go and try to trail and stuff like that. That's just not what I do. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, just not what I do. Unless if, obviously, here's the other scenario. If price just drops, right, and I don't get an entry, and then it runs to an area of liquidity or something down low, and then it gives me a reason to keep going long. But, so right now I'm very, very, I guess you could say neutral. Yeah, I wish I had more evals that were ready to trade. They're all renewing. Believe it or not, I have like 7 renewing tomorrow on Saturday. Dang, why couldn't you renew earlier? Because, you know, I like to go very hard and aggressive on those evals, and I would have traded them for CPI, for sure. So, yeah. Couldn't do that. Cause I need my PAs, y'all. I need them. Y'all know I need them. I love trading my live account, but I'm building my live account. I'm not withdrawing from my live account. All right, 9:45 news. End of next week. Yeah, I got more at the end of next week too. Sounding like, yeah, I need them. I need them. Hey, Max. Welcome. You popped in during my relapse. My addict of PA accounts. My addiction. All right. Let's see it. What are we doing here, market? We do have very small news at 10 a.m. Probably not going to do much, but. No, I was just talking about that I need some more PAs. It's been a little while, been a little while, a couple weeks now. Love trading my live account, but I look at that as my baby, my income generator down the road. Trying to build it. My goal is to build it to 100 grand, and from there, not withdraw until I get it to at least 100 grand. And I mentioned a little while back, once I get it to 100 grand, I will post a screenshot just to show that I did it. To me, that'll probably be the biggest accomplishment. But 100%, the only funds out of my own pocket was $600, and I want to get it to 100 grand. Now, I have added funds, but that came from trading profits from PA accounts. So still technically not out of my pocket. Yeah, and then because that's my thing. Once I get to 100 grand, I can safely, confidently trade the same way I would with 20 PA accounts. So, as a worst case measure, if all prop firms went away, which won't happen, I can still trade the same way. That's why I'm doing that. And it's, obviously mine. Nobody can control it. Nobody can tell me what to do. So, not that I'll stop trading prop firms, but it's insurance. So I hit just shy of 30 grand a couple weeks ago before my debacle. I was like at 27 something, just almost 28 grand. And now I had a good losing streak on. I'm at like 21 right now, unfortunately. But hey, it's fine. I mean, you got to think about it though, because I risk, my losses can be anywhere from like $600 to $800-ish per account. I mean, not per account. I'm so used to talking about PAs. Per trade, per day. And, it can add up, right? A few losing days. You're talking about 3-4 grand maybe. And then when you have a tilt day like me, like that day that I talked about, where you double or triple it, it's like, okay, that can't happen. That cannot happen. Yeah, not bad. I mean, not where I want to be. Money management's the key. That's the key for sure. Can't control every outcome of the trade, but you can control your trigger fingers. All right. We are trying to make our way down a little bit here. Let's see what we do. As I said, I'm not convinced. It's got to convince me. I'm not trying to fall for any traps here. So that's why, again, I probably will not catch the best entry if we do, because I really needed to confirm that we are gonna head down. Back to the opening range gap, the high of it. We have this fair value gap. Like I said, I need to see some structure start to form. Right now, potentially, this could be a long-term high right here. Then I want to start seeing some structure forming to show me we're going to reverse and come down. And what was it? Wednesday, the day that I traded, and it went up. Yeah, I was going long, and then it ended up just running down. If y'all remember that. So afterwards, because I still had my charts up, did not trade, but afterwards you could see the structure form at the top, and it gave the golden signal where it created an intermediate term high inside a fair value gap and then displaced. I was like, man, that I was already in the trade, so I couldn't do anything about it. But after that formation happens, then you can be confident it's going to go down. So if you go back and watch and look at Wednesday, after that trade that I took, I don't even remember what time it was, around 10 o'clock or something. I don't remember. But after that, pretty much right when I got knocked out, that's when you can go back and you'll see that formation with the swing highs. And then it gave that golden intermediate term high form inside of a fair value gap and displaced lower. Yeah, I was like, dang. If I'd have waited a little longer and saw that, because I think if I remember right, Wednesday I was fairly neutral as well. But yeah, it happens that way. And I know I'm going to try to keep my screen because it's a little bit squished. Because the way I had to do this whole layout overlay. So I am going to try to remember to keep it kind of zoomed in more than I normally do. All right, so we're making our way back up in here. We have, basically this imbalance all the way here. Right in here. So we could come back up into this area. Maybe tap this lower wick if we do come up. And then I want to see some structure trying to happen. I'm going to get rid of this buy side liquidity line I have marked there because that was just like a minor buy side liquidity. So we have this little fair value gap here. So if we do displace lower, though, then we shouldn't come back above this swing in this area. But just wait. Be patient. And wait for this to form, to give us some structure. Inversion. Melvin, I'm not taking this yet. It has to prove it to me that it's going to go down. Because look at the 5-minute. We have this down close candle here, and then it ran up to run those highs. So if the market's going to keep going up, it should respect this down close candle right here. If it's going to keep going up on this 5-minute. And it traded all the way to the low of it, stayed in the upper half, and it's pushing up. So for me, for proof that we're going to come down, I need it, if it does trade up here, to drop through right here. Because this right here could be a 1 minute order block as well. Right here. So if the market's going to be bullish, dropped right into this and could push up. So right now, for me, nothing's worth All right, so let's see if we're going to push up through here or if we're going to come down or not. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably be a little more bullish just because typically, like I said, when we make all-time highs, new all-time highs, a lot of times we keep running up, but it's also Friday. So look at this reaction right here. Look at this reaction. Look at, man, I'm just telling you, I still get impressed so much by these concepts and price action. It's just, to me, it's fascinating. Like I can't get enough of learning this stuff. All these little things. Look at that. Look at that reaction. Look at the bodies. Doesn't mean it's not going to keep going up, but just look at the bodies there. All right, so we're trying maybe to have some formation. We see if we create this swing here, which we just did. So now we have this long-term high. We might be creating. Let's see if this swing holds up here. If we're going to go down, we should be displacing down now. Since we made this swing right here inside this fair value gap, we really shouldn't see it come up again, although we could, but I would not like to see it because if we are going to start forming some market structure, we'd have a long-term high. If we make a higher high, that's going to be an intermediate term high, which would make this a short-term high. So we may see it come back up, and if it comes down, we might have one more pullback to create another short-term high and then displacement lower if price wants to be bearish. Remember, everything's a if. It's nothing guaranteed. So that's why I anticipate and wait and see if things happen. If not, then there's nothing for me. Like if I can't get a read on anything. So as long as this high stays intact and we create another swing here. So we'll see. We will see. It's 10 a.m., so we got that little pump at that 10 a.m. pump. Pump in volatility. The red line. Oh, that was just where when price was down here, I was looking at price potentially pulling back to. And then seeing if it was going to respect that or not. Because since we have this fair value gap down right here, then price typically should come back up to the body here, this up candle, this lowest body. And if it wants to remain bearish, it really should respect it a little bit. But it did for a second. It did for a second. So now let's see. Let's see if we get this structure happening here. Remember what I said. Long-term high. We did make a higher high, so we'll see if we get a swing. We may or may not, but if we do, that could be our intermediate term high. We could have a short-term high forming here. Come down, make one more short-term high, and then see if we get displacement. As long as we don't take this high. If we take this one here, we're probably just going to keep pushing up. And we'll have no structure forming. Doesn't really look like it's going to come down, but we just wait and see. Maybe. We'll see. Come on, market. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, market? Now, right here. Let's watch this. What do we do there, market? What are we gonna do there? Right there. All right, let's go ahead and draw out our opening range here and throw up some deviations. So we have our low, 9:31. The opening range is the range between 9:30 and 10 a.m. So we got the low there. And then that's 9:45, so that's going to be our high. If it's going to continue long, we got our 70.5% optimal trade entry right here, which it did come back down right around that 68-ish. And then I have deviations up here if it's going to continue up. 0.25, 0.5 is typical, so 587.75. And if it keeps pushing to -1, 640. If you don't know the settings for deviations, there you go. Right there. And you can screenshot that or come back to this video and copy it. So as you can see, it respected this opening of this candle. So we may see it just continue on up here. So we'll see. Maybe. I hate that it does this. It's not the high. Low. It's because I use the fib, and you gotta... If I want my deviations up, I gotta start from the bottom to the top. If I want it down, I gotta start from the top to the bottom. So it messes up my wording sometimes. Chris, what are you talking about? Eyebrows. Talking about this? Like that? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was trying not to be distracted with eyebrows when I was reading the candlesticks here. The price action. I saw it. All right, this is holding up here. Let's see. We have 40 views on the channel right now, the stream. About 21 concurrent viewers. So, hey, your chances of winning an eval is pretty high. I'm going to do more giveaways. Like I said, I really wanted to do it before the sale ends for whoever's on stream. So after I do the drawing, whoever wins, you're going to have to, I'll post my email in the chat, and you're going to have to email me. That way I know where to send your code. Yeah. Not looking like much today for me. I just personally don't like trading into all-time highs. But targets here would be 561.25, 587.75, especially with what's going on in the world right now. All it takes is one tweet to send this thing one way or the other. We're still inside the opening range as well. So it's, not guaranteed we're going to keep going up right now. Let me refresh my chart because I hate knowing I could be having some data blips. Okay. Don't mention to you about tweets. Oh, man. I don't even want to think about it either. I don't want to think about any tweets. I've always said to, if I'm in a short or something, I'm like, come on, tweet something and make the market just drop. Can you imagine? I've never been in a trade where it just some tweet or something random happens and it just goes my way. I've never ever been in a trade like that. I don't know about y'all. I've never been in one. It will definitely go the opposite way. If anything, maybe I would look at each macro and each session today, because there has to be, mark my words on it, just because of how candlesticks operate, there has to be a high, right? It's the end of the week. It's Friday. There has to be a high for them, and then it has to come down and have a close. It could be only a couple points down. That's possible, but probably not. So at every single macro time, at every single new session, that's what I'd be looking for. Because, and it might, like I said, it might wait till that 350 whack time where it finally drops. I mean, it could. So if I traded all day, that's literally what I would do all day, is wait for every single macro, every single new session, and just look for a stop run up and then see if we get a drop. If that doesn't happen, but basically a drop with the way how I'm explaining here, where it's creating the structure above and displacement. It has to do that. Has to. And then eventually we'll do it at some point. But like I said, it could be 1050 macro. It could be 130. It could be 315. It could be 350. So obviously I don't sit here all day and do that. So I probably will give it another 20 minutes most and call it a day. So, yeah, let's see if I can go ahead and get the entries going at least for the giveaway. So that way, y'all can start putting in your command needed. So let me work on that while nothing is happening. Like I said, bear with me a little bit. This is my first time doing this. So, key, okay, okay. All right, we are going to, let's see, what do I want to, all right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Nothing happened. The phrase. Okay, maybe chat announcement. Okay, I thought this bot was going to announce it, but maybe not. So, type this in chat right there, and let's see if it starts giving some entries. Exclamation mark beast. Type that in chat, and it should enter you. There we go. Yep, it's taking in all y'all's entries. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, we're going to leave that going until we do a drawing here. Probably in the next 10-15 minutes, because I don't think I'm going to get anything here. You have too many. Yeah, way to brag, Shadow. Way to brag. Just kidding. Mister, I have too many evals. Thanks for leaving some up for other people. What a team player, y'all. All right, let's see if I can. That's yeah, that's the big problem there. Gotta pass them. What size evals do you have, Shadow? What size do you like? Yeah, Old Wolf. I did the same thing. I did pass one. I did pass one. At 3 evals, 2 got 2 blue. 2 blue. Actually 2 passed dollar-wise, but one of them, I guess, that trailing drawdown, I guess one got nailed. And so I did get one pass, so Monday I'll have one PA to work with. A mix of 152. Nice. Yeah, I like the 150K too. I have I still have a few evals of the 300, I think. I don't think I have any more of 250. 250 is a weird one to me for some reason. And I mean, like, while I was trading them, my PAs, for some reason, it just felt like I couldn't get, like, I don't know. They went up and I got payouts. They were actually my first 3 last year that I got payouts on. But it just felt weird. I can't even explain it. Like I felt like they'd go up, but I felt like they can't. You know what? I don't even know. I just felt like the 300Ks were better, but then my favorite was the 150K. All right, let's see if I can get this bot. Like, I'm new to working these bots, YouTube bots and stuff. So let's see if I can get it to remind everybody. Let's see. So just stream, create. Like, they have all these commands and stuff. Ah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to play with this another time. There's a lot I can do with it. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. What? All right, y'all. Y'all are gonna hate me. Y'all gonna have to post that again. Told y'all, bear with me. Post it again, or type that command in again. I accidentally messed up and reset the, or I exited and I thought it would save it, the drawing, but it did not. And so y'all gonna have to redo it. I apologize. Like I said, bear with me. It's my first time. Everybody. There we go. Keep going, keep going. We got, right now we have 22 people on stream and we have 8 entries. There we go. 10, 11. All right. Let's do this at 10:25. 10:25. I'll do pull the winner. So now I know I can't exit this little screen I'm on with with this bot. And then next week, I'm gonna do 4 more of these where I give out 5 because I've got 25 evals total that I'm gonna give away. Then I may have more another time, but for now I just have 25 that I'm giving away. So yeah, this is not doing anything market-wise. See this 1020 or 1021 little volatility. Yeah, I need to have my little chat bot do those reminders right there. Basically, what I just typed, I'm gonna have it programmed to do that for the next one. So, I just figured it out. Yeah. You can every time I do a giveaway. So it's one winner per time I do it. But yeah, so like when I do another one, I'm gonna do another one Monday. When I do that, if y'all everybody can enter again. So all right, let's see. Are we going to make a move here? That 1021. If y'all didn't know, 1021 always has, it's like 1020 to 1021. Always has a little shot of volatility. I've never heard, I still haven't, if y'all have heard, let me know. But I still haven't heard anywhere within like ICT concepts or anywhere else that mentions a 1020 or 1021 volatility or macro or anything. But for like the last 2 years, I've noticed pretty much almost every day at 1020, 1021, you get a little shot somewhere. All right, we've got 13 entries. Yeah. I mean, I would give out shots if, you know. All right, so one thing I do want to, that just reminded me. Eventually, I have plans to eventually, and I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Eventually, I want to do, I want to have some trader meetups. Like, I want to actually have like mini convention type stuff where people get together, and then that's where we'll have our shots. Oh, let me get rid of this little mark. See, that's why I don't like putting random marks sometimes. I forget to get rid of them, and then I'm like, what is that? What was that? You can't have shots, Chris? You can have monster shots. You just get hyped. You just get hyped with us while we're going the other direction. All right. Let's see. We have 13 entries, y'all. Let's see. What time is it? 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm going to do the first little giveaway here. First drawing. It should post in chat who the winner is. It should. I'm going to try it 2 different ways. I have a button I can click, but also I have a command I can type in for the winner. Yeah, this thing, it might come down. It's just being, it might be the 1050 macro. We'll see. All right, it's 1025. Here we go. First winner. Let's see if it works. It didn't work. All right, hold on. I got another option. I got another way to do it. Here we go. Winner. Oh wait. It did work. Congratulations, Oracle. Huh. Oh, you know what? Huh, why did it pick you, Shadow? That's weird. You didn't even enter. I'm telling y'all. All right. Oh, is that what happened? Shadow subscribes to Shadow. Did you just sub to the channel? Yeah. Yeah, Oracle won. Well, it's because I double clicked. So I wasn't sure what happened. All right. I don't know. All right, let's do this again. That's one winner. So I think the command did work. It just took a second. So let's see. Here's the second winner. There we go. Yep, it worked. What? I know what's going on. Chris, you didn't enter it either, did you? Okay, I know what's going on, y'all. Shadow and Chris, they're excluded. I found the problem. All right, my fault. Here we go. Enrico. There we go. Oracle, Enrico. Congratulations. All right, we got 3 more here. Okay, here we go. Hey, John. Congratulations. 2 more. Here we go. Tony. Congrats. We got 1 more here. 1 more. And the last winner is Old Wolf. Let's go. We got our 5 winners. So let me type in here my email that y'all need to send me. Shoot me an email to swinter@futuressniperbeast.com. Just shoot me an email so I know where to send your code to. And I'll get those out here in the next few minutes. Get those things funded and get paid. Oh. John, quit spamming. I don't know. I guess it saw some caps or something. Yeah, go away. Here, actually, let me turn it off now. Here, let me get out of here. I've never used this Nightbot before, so yeah. It might be a little... the Nightbot had too many shots, I guess. All right, y'all. There's nothing for me. It's 10:30, but, man, I don't like this price action. It's Friday. I need something super obvious. I've been live. I give it about an hour. That's what I do. Sometimes I'll go and hang out and wait for the 1050 macro, but honestly, I'm not a fan of it today, so I'm going to call it a day. With that being said. So it is what it is, but hey, at least we got 5 winners here, and come back on Monday. I'm gonna do 5 more Monday. So, all right, well, email sent. All right, cool. Yeah, just send me those emails, and I'll get those codes out to you. Get those things funded, and if you're gonna keep trading and be here, as always. Trade well, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.